Hello everyone and welcome to Blaugrana Everything, and welcome back to the channel and a match review as we look at how FC Barcelona followed the script of my match preview by just edging out Valencia for a first win at Mestalla in 2 years. After the meltdown on Thursday night, it was always said to be a nervy performance by Barcelona, who to their credit managed to get the job done on the night, meaning that they closed the gap to Atletico Madrid back to 2 points, with the two sides set to square off on Saturday night. So in this video we're going to quickly look at the tactical setup for both teams before talking about Barcelona's performance on the night, and then discussing negatives and positives from the game, as well as picking out the man of the match. A quick reminder to hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying this video so you can stay up to date with all the coverage of all things Barcelona on this channel. Let's go ahead and look at the tactical setup from the two teams. Valencia set up with a 5-3-2 with the following players. In goals, Jasper Cillessen, a back five of Correa, Gabriel, Guillamon, Lato and Gaia, with Soler, Vaz and Rasic in the midfield three, and Gomez and Guedes as the two forwards up front. Barcelona, on the other hand, set up with a 3-5-2 with Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goals, in the back three of Araujo, Piqué and Longley, with Alba and Dest in the fullback areas, in the midfield three of De Jong, Busquets and Pedri, with Messi and Griezmann up front. Let's now briefly look at how Barcelona performed in this game. The first half was dominated by Barcelona, who created their fair share of goal-scoring opportunities but were just unable to find a finishing touch in front of goal. Pedri was the first to somewhat come close as a Jordi Alba pass to him was deflected just out of his reach with just 2 minutes gone on the clock. Araujo was then next as he had a gilt-edged chance wasted after Messi set him up from a free kick. Of course, it was also a wonderful save by Jasper Cillessen, I should point out. And moments later, Griezmann and Alba combined well, but the Frenchman's cutback was not read by any Barca or Valencia player, and the ball flashed past the Valencia goal mouth. It was starting to feel like one of those nights where the ball just wouldn't go in, because the halftime score at this point was 0-0. The second half though was soon underway, and boy was it an action-packed 45 minutes to say the least. The deadlock was broken after just 4 minutes of the restart as Valencia's Gabriel scored with a free header after a serious error from ter Stegen, who tried to play for a foul under minimal pressure. But that lead would only last 8 minutes as the Valencia goal finally seemed to spur Barcelona into life. First up, they won a penalty after a handball by Toni Lato. Messi then missed the spot kick, but after a goalmouth scramble, the Argentine eventually fired home the equalizer. Fun fact, Messi has missed only 2 penalties in La Liga this season, and both of them have come against Valencia, and both times he scored from the resulting goalmouth scramble. 6 minutes later, the second of Barcelona's front two put the Catalans ahead. Alba played a lovely cross to De Jong, whose brilliant header was parried by Jasper Cillessen into the path of Antoine Griezmann, and the Frenchman gladly gobbled up the opportunity to score with a tap-in. Barca then started moving the ball around swiftly as Valencia players found themselves chasing shadows. It was as they were chasing shadows that one of their players gave away a silly foul on the edge of the area, and after sending a free kick just over the bar in the first half, Barcelona's Argentine maestro made no such mistake this time around as he scored with a perler of a free kick in the 69th minute, his shot coming off Cillessen's right hand post and then crossing the line. Despite Cillessen really diving and stretching for that one, it was a pretty good goal. Barcelona then looked to have been in the ascendancy up until the 75th minute thereabouts, when Schroeder made a double substitution that seemed to kill the dynamics of Barcelona's right-hand flank as Sergio Roberto came on for Dest. Yes, you notice I say Schroeder here and not Koeman because Ronald Koeman is suspended. He was not on the sideline, and he would not be on the sideline either against Atletico Madrid. Valencia still had time to pull one more goal back and make it a nervy finish. Carlos Soler with an absolute thunderbolt of a strike that bamboozled Marc-Andre ter Stegen moments after VAR denied Barcelona a very clear-cut penalty after, this handball by Diakabi. Anywho, the score sheet would not be troubled again though, and 3-2 is ultimately how the match ended. So now let's talk about some negatives and positives from the performance. My negatives are not many, I only have two, and they are very much repetitions from the Granada match review, so I won't talk about them at great length, so feel free to check out that video instead. I'll put a timestamp in the description for the part you're supposed to skip to. My first negative was poor defending. Sure, there's not much we could have done about Valencia's second goal. I mean, that was just pure brilliance from Carlos Soler. But there's no excuse for conceding the first in the manner in which we did. We definitely need to pull our socks up. My next negative was wasteful finishing again. Barcelona could and should have scored more. Like I said last time, maybe it's just time to get a proper number 9. So some honorable mentions here go to the poor officiating, as I will now move on to talk positives, which for me were, firstly, a good show of fighting spirit from the team. Being able to come back from a go down to actually win a game is going to be something that will be very handy if Barca are going to end up finishing any higher than third in the La Liga table. They'll need to show as much drive, desire and determination as they have shown now in their last 2 away games. Of course, they will definitely need to show a fighting spirit if they're going to be crowned champions of Spain as well. My second positive was Messi and Griezmann. In my video previewing this game, I said that Messi and Griezmann would be the two to watch for Barcelona, and they once again delivered for the Catalans, managing to outscore their defense. Yes, that's officially what I'm going to be calling it when we score more goals than we concede, because our defense turns to betray our attack on quite a few occasions, giving up silly and cheap goals. And so henceforth our games are going to be a battle between our attack or our defense outscoring each other. The team performance on the night, of course, was far from convincing, but the dynamic duo up front managed to at least score enough goals for their team to make it across the finish line. I will now talk about the man of the match, and with his brace on the night, including that stunning free kick, who else could it be really? It definitely wasn't the very best that we have seen from Messi, but it was still more than enough to not only take the match beyond Valencia, but also to clinch the Blaugrana Everything Man of the Match. Well, that does it for my match review. What are your thoughts on the game? Who do you think were the game changers? Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Blaugrana Everything for more content. Have a great day, and Forza Barca.